What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be taking a brief look at how good Chris Bosh is going to be in NBA 2K26 MyTEAM. Now, we're going to be taking a look at a variety of things. We're going to be starting in shoot-around with Chris Bosh, and then we're going to be pulling up what the diamond card looks like, what the Opal card looks like, and then thinking, okay, with that being said, what does that mean for the pink diamond Bosh, right? Is he going to be ridiculously good? Now, I want to start in shoot around because this matters a lot because Chris Bosh is 6'11", and guess what? If he is going to knock down consistent jump shots, you're probably going to like Chris Bosh. Whereas if his jump shot is not great, you're not going to like Chris Bosh that much. So, what am I seeing from his jumper? I mean, it's fine. I'm not going to sit here and hate on his jump shot. It's honestly fine. It's one of the better Bosh jump shots that we have honestly seen in recent memory. So I can't really sit up here and hate on Bosh's jump shot that much. But I will say this. I don't think it's nearly as good as a guy like Sikma's. And so, again, am I trying to compare him a ton to Sikma? I don't know. But that's just one thing I'm noticing. Like, Sikma's release walks circles around Bosh's. Now, with that being said, Bosh's jump shot is better than some of the other people's that we've seen. So, I mean, that's just what you got to realize. Like, we've seen worse jump shots than Bosh. We've definitely seen better jump shots than Bosh. As far as his fade, looks like the normal fade. Obviously, going left, going right. You can shoot it with the button. Obviously, you probably should shoot both with the button, honestly, at this stage, just because 2K did patch, stick fades and fades from three. So fades aren't nearly as important. The catch-and-shoot jump shot, though, for me, doesn't seem to be anything too crazy. Player build looks fine. I can't really hate on his player build at all. Can play power forward, does do some things. But I want to talk about something that's a little more important, which is the fact that right now we've already got a Galaxy Opal Chris Bosh in the game, and we've already got a Diamond Chris Bosh in the game. So we kind of know what the pink diamond Chris Bosh is going to be like, because all you got to do is use your brains, right? And think, okay, if the diamond Chris Bosh looks like this, and if the Galaxy Opal Chris Bosh looks like that, well, pink diamond Chris Bosh is probably going to be somewhere in between. So let's take a look. The diamond Chris Bosh is where I want to start. This is obviously not a great card. Diamond Chris Bosh, 83 3 ball. Can't really handle the ball at all. 57 steal, 78 block. Not great driving dunk. Not great perimeter. Speed agility is not great. Badge-wise, 21 base badges, 5 on Hall of Fame. Does have the Hall of Fame rebound chaser, which is nice. But he's just, here when you're looking at things, there's just nothing crazy. Like, if I got this Wild Gems Chris Bosh, would he play? No. This card would probably be C tier as far as diamonds in the game right now. Just not a great card, right? And compare him to Diamond Sikma. Because I want you guys to see, between the Diamond Sikma and the Pink Diamond Sikma, which is basically the same thing as the Chris Bosh situation. Basically. I'm not saying they're going to be the exact same upgrades, those type of things, but it's basically the same situation. The only thing the Pink Diamond Sikma got was a +3 3-ball, a +2 speed, +10 driving layup, and defensive consistency went up. Everything else was nearly identical, nearly the same, right? So think about that in the Chris Bosh perspective. If Chris Bosh barely gets better, it's going to be a long season. Because Chris Bosh is your level 40 reward. Remember, he is the Klay Thompson of this upcoming season. The main MyTEAM grind this season is going to be for Chris Bosh. Now, with that being said, we also do have the Galaxy Opal Bosh in the game. And so, could he look like the Galaxy Opal Bosh? Could he be closer to the Galaxy Opal Bosh than the Diamond Bosh? Yes. And if that's the case, I'm a little more optimistic because then you're looking at a 93 ball. Then you're looking at a decent standing dunk, a way better driving dunk. Then you're looking at a card with an 86 speed with ball, a ball handle that you can work with, right? A guy that can handle the ball a little bit more, 88 speed, 87 agility, good rebounding. Everything else is better. Still though, 57 steal and a 78 block. Is that getting the job done? A 57 steal rating? I just don't know if that's truly getting the job done on this game. And say I'm hating, say what you want. Like, is that getting the job done? Y'all tell me. Because that's the stats on the Galaxy Opal card, which literally nobody has. The card does not exist yet. And like, he exists in the game, so you know what his stats look like. But he's not out yet. He's not attainable yet. So it leads me to the point. if we take the balance of both of these cards, and this Chris Bosh badge-wise is immaculate, but if we take the middle ground of these two cards, you're looking at a Chris Bosh with what? An 87 3-ball. Really good. I'm not going to hate on the 87 3-ball ever, because you're going to be able to green with that. Although the 3-ball is not as important, the midi's good too. Speed, you're looking at 84. Agility, 84-ish. Pretty solid. Vertical, 82-ish, 83-ish. Okay. Strength, upper 80s. That's fine. Here's the thing for me, though. You're looking at a driving dunk being an 80. Not ideal. A standing dunk, 85. That's fine, right? Like, I'm not going to hate on the standing dunk being an 85. That's fine to me. Defensively, though, oof. 90 interior. 80-some perimeter. 80 perimeter. The steel block's not good, right? And so that's the big thing. I'll say it, red flag to me is you're going to be looking at a Chris Bosh that I don't even know if defensively is going to be better than Sikma. And that pains me to say, because I like Sikma. I think Sikma is great, but defensively leaves a lot desired, and you're going to be looking at a Chris Bosh that handling the ball probably is not going to get an 86 speed with ball. He's probably not. He might, but he's probably not. Badge-wise, you're going to be looking at a Bosh that has a decent amount of badges, right? Like total badges. But are most of those badges going to, be on Hall of Fame? No, you're going to be looking at a 9 Hall of Famer Chris Bosh. I just have a really hard time believing that Chris Bosh is going to be any better than Sikma. And I know Sikma was a mode completion card. He was not a level 40 card. But that's my big comparison here, because if Chris Bosh is not better than Sikma, then what's the point of me grinding for Chris Bosh next season, right? Like, I've already got Sikma and, a bunch of other guys. And yeah, I'm biased, but what if somebody even has, I'm trying to think of somebody else I can plug in here, but if somebody has a Jonathan Isaac or a Kwame Brown at the 4, is Chris Bosh going to be better than this card? I don't think so. Again, you guys can say yes, but I don't think so. Is Chris Bosh going to be even better than a card like this, right? Like, again, way different cards, but just think about it. Got a Larry Nance that's going to be great. I don't know. What I am going to say is this. If I'm 2K in this situation, I am making this Peak Diamond Chris Bosh nearly identical to the Galaxy Opal. Because Chris Bosh doesn't have the best release. Chris Bosh is not going to be that great. But if you make him close to this, he's good. If you make him close to this, he's more than usable. For sure. And I know people are worried about the steal. I get it. But this is still a good card. Even if you only give him 9 Hall of Famers. Even if you move the speed down to like an 86. The 3-ball down to like an 89. Something slightly down. I get it. But make him closer to the Galaxy Opal than the Peak Diamond. And maybe, just maybe, we'll get a level 40 card that I'm not going to hype up. But that can play. That can do some things. But if you make this Chris Bosh closer to this, I don't know what we're going to have to play for this season. And I genuinely mean that. If this is the Chris Bosh that we get, I don't even know if I'll buy the Pro Pass. Because my thing is this, and I'm gassing it, I'll probably buy the Pro Pass, but my thing is this, what would be the purpose? This guy is not going to play if he looks like this. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. A card that looks like this absolutely does not play for me. Now, again, for you guys out there, maybe, just maybe, he'll play for you. I don't know, right? Depends what your squad looks like. But he's not going to play over Sikma for sure. And again, if you got the Kwame Brown, I'm trying to think of other, heck, even if you've got, I'm just going to throw out a name. Even if you've got a, let me think quickly. If you've got a Antonio McDice, right? Different cards, but I'd argue Antonio McDice is just as good. So all I gotta say is this. They better soup up this Pink Diamond Chris Bosh. We kind of know what he's gonna look like, and we know for certain that Chris Bosh is not gonna be as good as the Galaxy Opal. That's what we know for certain. But he better be closer to the Galaxy Opal than the Pink Diamond, because if he's not, it's gonna be tough. That release isn't anything crazy, right? The player build's fine. It's nothing crazy. He is 6'11", can play the 4. I mean, I gotta somewhat respect that, but again, 2K, I don't know why you made Chris Bosh the ultimate level 40. I wouldn't have been high on my list personally, but at the end of the day, I can somewhat respect it, but you've got to do your job. You've got to make the card good. You got to make the card at least somewhat similar to what y'all made Sikma last season, because if you don't, it's just a big time letdown. Sikma came out, over a month and a half ago from the time he was first available. We're over a month and a half, and it seems like we're going backwards on the game. Come on, 2K. It's time to ramp some things up, and a level 40 reward that is solid is a star. It's a star. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not saying everything that 2K has done has been perfect, but it's at least a start. It's at least a reason for people to load up and play the game. That's where I'm at with things. They gotta do it with Chris Bosh. If they don't, this could be a very, and hear me out, not hating, but this could be a long season if they don't do it with Chris Bosh. That's gonna wrap it up. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.